time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. From the gun, the ground game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Jackson. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice, positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Punts it out of the air. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
On the ground, it's Washington. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. And I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
get him to the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score in every every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Using his legs to buy some time. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it in. It's Wheeler. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. Touchdown Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover it longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
First down for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wheeler. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll run play action. Extending the play. With the catch, it's Moulton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's carry on.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and get me positive yards most of the time.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. and it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to see.
There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hand off from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to Utah. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch, it's Moulton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. You think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. He's got his man. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Price. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab outside. It's carry on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Plow through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning him here to save some clock.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Looking for a crease. It's Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Why are they throwing here? Blasted as he lets it go. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.